Hey everyone, it's Nico, and I'm willing to bet for a lot of you watching this video that you have a certain fondness and a soft spot for the OG Game Boy the same way that I do. That was my first handheld system that I ever had, and then my first console I ever had was the NES. Well, actually, maybe my first handheld system was actually one of those crappy Tiger handheld electronics. But we're not going to include that because those don't have interchangeable cartridges. But there are still really cool looking games made for the OG Game Boy. I know I cover a lot of Game Boy Color homebrews because a lot of them use GB Studio to make those. And I'm pretty sure you can also use that for the OG games, but it seems like there's a lot more developers that choose the Game Boy Color over the OG Game Boy simply because they look better. But that's not to say that there's not some games on our favorite little monochrome screen. So this one is coming in the near future. It is still in development. And the demo that I was sent is just a gameplay demo. So before I get into it, I do want to share with you at least the synopsis for the story, because after I read this, it made me even more interested in the game because I think it's a really cool premise. And because the demo I'm going to play is only a gameplay slice of the game, the first 2 levels out of the 10 total, and then also it doesn't have any of the cutscenes, dialogue, it's just gameplay. I did at least want to share some of the story with you, and I'm willing to bet that some of you are going to enjoy the premise of it just as much as I do. So you're looking at some trailer footage from a recent trailer the developer released, which shows some of the story scenes. I don't know if these are going to change. Keep in mind this game is still in development, so anything you're going to see in this video is subject to change. But the premise of the story is that deep within the rural lands of Japan lies a village in desperation, overtaken by an evil warlord named Zangoku and his 2 shoguns. The village resorts to using the power of dark magic. They gather around an ancient scroll and summon the Maiden of the Dark. The spirit only has 10 hours of darkness to rid the village and the surrounding areas of this menacing warlord and his army. Once the sun rises, the Maiden will lose all powers and vanish, leaving the village to the rule of Zangoku. In the cover of the night, the Maiden of the Dark wields the sharpest katana that cuts through any man or demon. Her quest to save the village starts on the outskirts of the forest as she draws near a scouting patrol. The wind whispers of her arrival as her katana shines in the dark. Blood will soon spill. I mean, come on. That's a Game Boy story. Does that not get you excited to play? I'm definitely excited to play. So, alright, enough talk. Let's get into the gameplay. Alright. So yeah, it literally just throwing us right into it. To throw shurikens, press up. 5 per pack. Doesn't look like we have any... Oh, wasn't expecting that. We're not doing too good so far. Oh, wow. They're throwing you right into the fire. Ha! That was a horrific game over screen. Okay, so I see I need to go a little bit slower here, because we're going kind of fast and taking some unnecessary damage. So the sub-weapon I thought was going to be up and attack. It's actually just up. So if you accidentally hit up, you are going to throw your shuriken. This is very fast-paced for the Game Boy. Curious how this would actually look on the Game Boy. Is like the screen able to scroll this fast enough? Or is it, oh, wow. Or is it just gonna have, like, a little bit of that ghosting effect? This is a bit harder than I thought it was gonna be in the beginning. I was kind of expecting it to be breezy. It's kind of got that old school Ninja Gaiden thing going on where you gotta learn where the enemies are. That last guy feels like he hit me through my attack too. Pretty intense. Okay, you could save the game. Okay, so that was level 1. Took us out a few times, but that's okay, because then it makes the video a little longer. Shows you the trials and tribulations of the actual gameplay. Okay, so these spear enemies... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wait, what just killed me? Didn't I kill him? Interesting. This is, definitely Ninja Gaiden. I think I can land on the tree branches is what's happening. Yes. That's gotta be a bug, right? Like, I'm kind of just dying when the enemy's already dead. But, like I said, this is still in development. Maybe that's a known bug. I would imagine that it is. Music's good. I like the visuals. It's got some, like, overly cheap enemy placement, though, where I feel like I'm moving very slowly because there's something coming on screen that's gonna hit me. Oh, there's no ground. See, now we're learning where the enemies are. So we're just gonna... Oh, we could just go right over that enemy. That ninja's like a monkey. Ugh. Ooh, that guy was kind of hidden. See, now that's an example of a time when Game Boy Color would be better. Because you only have so many colors here, and they kind of blend in. Okay, we beat that screen. I feel like we're going to have to do it over, though, if we die. Oh, we're out of shurikens. And we're dead. Probably gonna have to start all over, right? Not sure what the plans are for the full release, but if you have, like, you know, infinite lives, if it's one of those type of games where you just can keep continuing as many times as you want, I think that you should start back on the screen that you're on, since they are divided up into separate screens, and not have you replay a screen you already did. Also, it would be nice to have some sort of health pickups, unless they're intending this to be brutally difficult, then I would say they nailed it. I don't have any shurikens, and is that not a shuriken there? I could have swore that was a shuriken pickup, but maybe it's, oh no, I think it's just a star in the background, actually. Now that I see it. I feel the end is near. This is hard. This is like really hard without any sort of health pickups. Ugh. Alright, well, we might as well do this, because we're not beating that. Not beating that. Oh, missed. It's almost like, now that I know what I'm doing, I could kind of speed run it, and... Okay, I jumped into that guy, but... Next screen, it's like you gotta save your shurikens for this screen, because that was kind of a cheap hit. Where is he? Ooh. There's gonna be another one, I can feel it. It's gonna be our demise. Keep going. Oh, I don't have any shurikens. Oh no. Ugh. Yowza. I do hope that there's a way to put your ammo count on the screen. I don't know if that's possible, but it's a bit of a bummer that you don't know how many you have. You don't know if you have any. There's no indication. Damn it. Oh no, that's probably the end. This is one of those games where trial and error. I mean, if this has like limited lives and limited continues or something, this is gonna be brutally difficult to beat. But on the flip side, it looks nice, it controls good. It's obviously, okay, now we're just messing it all up. Too busy talking, this is why I'm not a streamer. Let's see if we can just run through. Oh no, I shouldn't have stopped. It's probably gonna hit me now. Not sure if I'm gonna end up editing these runs out, because this is just me failing over and over, or if I should just leave it. So that way you get to see my pain. And you get to see how much I learn on enemy placement. some of these enemies, they're just guaranteed to hit you the first time through. Like that. Is that the end? Okay, so that's the end. So, the Kickstarter is not available yet, but it will be in the near future. It's available to view, but not available to back yet. I thought the game was pretty cool. If you're interested, I'll have links in the description below to the Kickstarter and anything else that's relevant. I liked it overall. It definitely feels like an in-development game, though. Needs a little bit of work, but pretty fun, and I'm definitely interested in the full game when it releases, so maybe I'll cover it again on the channel when it's ready to be reviewed. But as always, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.